Hey y'all, I guess Jordan will do anything to hide from a video. So got our July 4th watermelon. I mean, you can't hide from the show them the watermelon, huh? Well, how are things? I guess it's been quite a few days since we've been on here. Been quite a new routine. Purple whole peas are about done. We're trying to pick over the last of the tomatoes and cream crowders. Corn's been done, but about to do a flip-flop on this this garden patch. Gotta till all this other under and mow it down and get ready for some more peas and corn. But looking forward to celebrating 243 years of independence over the next few days. Of course, those of you that know anything about history know it really happened yesterday, but that's all right. We can celebrate all the time, can't we? Hope all is well for y'all. I have traded this old shirt for kind of a polyester blend. I guess it's a little tough to work in, but it sure looks pretty on my daily job there at Lone Star down on Main. So if y'all out and about, come see me. It sure is a lot of charm in that store. Been there, I guess, since the 60s, 71, I think, actually. Isn't that ironic? But the company's been around, I think, 90 years. They celebrate next year. So pretty big feat. Texas company. Got to tour the feed mill and that plant the other day, and I was amazed at how much they can pump out of such a small facility. A couple of hundred folks that they help put bread on the table for. It's a pretty neat operation, neat family. I think fourth generation now. So I'm right at home. I guess I'd have never dreamed even a year ago, much less 20, when I was bouncing in that store, that I'd ever be standing on the other side of the counter. But what a great group of folks to work with down there as we look forward to the future and celebrate a good old Texas brand and customer service. So it's right up my alley. Well, it's been a hunker down time last couple of weeks. I've got a lot of biddies coming on, and we've got plans to protect them, but my older chickens have been through the mill for sure. Not really having the means to sit up all night and try to capture that varmint. We've got a game camera in the coop. Things moved from outside to inside, unfortunately, and about cleaned up on those poor little slow broilers we got last year. I think I got 2 left. Got a bobcat coming in there and having him a nightly chicken dinner. So it's not fun to look at those pictures, but we're catching them in the act about every night. Got a cousins coming over this evening, and we're gonna have a old-fashioned sitting up. And so we may have a bobcat stew for July 4th dinner. We got to slow that trend down. Actually, really way too close to neighborhoods and the whole 9 yards. Y'all can say what you want, but I've lost about 50 to 60 head to that thing. So I think he's ahead, and he's been well fed and had a couple of good weeks to live. So going to have to make some changes this evening, hopefully. Got my other peas I planted sparsely coming up. But I'll be honest, y'all, this picking, shelling peas every day, it ain't for the faint of heart. Me and Jordan both just putting double time in, getting off work and coming home. Not complaining, tremendously blessed. And the Lord sure did smile on that pea patch. I don't know if I've ever seen so many peas off of, well, it's exactly 420 feet of peas with no fertilizer and no pesticide. And I picked my last batch. I'm pretty sure they're dried up. I'm gonna try to harvest some of these dried up ones and replant, see how that goes. But out of those 4 little old rows, we're bumping right at 14 bushel of peas. That's pretty good stuff. So I'll take it. So we're fat and sassy on purple whole peas. Obviously, it's become my late night snack right ahead of some bluebell. There could be worse, right? But all is well, all is good here on the place. Don't have any big tall tales or stories to share tonight necessarily. Just been coming home and picking peas till dark and shelling them till midnight and doing it the next day. And happy to be doing it. But we're gonna ease over to Huntington tomorrow, I believe, and spend a little time with Mom or with Dad. Well, I tell you, it takes a while to get that old habit out of your mouth. That's all right. Jordan and I'll go over there tomorrow evening or tomorrow, and imagine we'll take that watermelon, get it chilled tonight, and cut that baby up. Got some pretty black diamonds out there. That's some good dirt. I remember I grew, I guess it was about 12 plants over here when I first got here, and I think we got 10 watermelons off of it. And me and Jordan's up there taking stock tonight, and there'll be another few weeks before they're ready, but those plants are loaded down. I planted 48, I believe, about 40 of them sprouted, and I know there's 30, 40 watermelons up there coming on, and more blooming. So we'll just have to set up a long picnic table out here and have a watermelon eating or something. Might have some bobcat jerky. Huh? We'll see what happens. I did get a message from a local friend here, buys a few eggs along the way. Her I think it was her daughter, I don't get that wrong. Anyway, close family kin here was moving to Houston and couldn't take all the critters with them. So I was a sucker and I had the room and the ability, so probably won't be able to find them. So I took a couple of adoptees, and I don't know what in the world I'm doing with these things, because I guess they're going to be pets. I don't know what else you do with them. 2 males. Let's see here. Turn this camera around. I guess I need to be on snake patrol too. A couple little old rabbits. Is that something? Come on. So we done turned the, oh, he's going over there with that chickens. Come on. So that's kind of ironic. I started off in 4-H way back in the day with some white market rabbits for a project, and I got chickens and rabbits and snakes and bobcats and rats. They ain't hurt nothing. They're pretty low maintenance, and we got some of the little babies out here. I do believe we've got a son of Rooster Cogburn over here. These are those, I had to put them in here because I need a little bit more room, and that bobcat can't get in here. And got a couple of Ben's Leghorns on snake patrol because they are some feisty. So I think we'll be all right. Let me see if I can catch this one. That's, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a rooster right there. And got a little cogburn in him, I guess. But, well, let me do a roll call and quit my rambling and get ready for a cat watch in a little bit. And I guess call it an evening. Hope y'all have plans to celebrate Independence Day. I guess you call it what you want. I'm just not a big 4th of July terminology, as it's not about the number, it's about what happened that day. So I was about to run out of room on that Lone Star sign and almost went to 4th of July. We don't have a whole lot of room to put letters up there, and Independence took up most of the line. But I stuck to my guns and we got it done. Thankful just the same. Let's see who all's on here this evening, and we'll call it a night. Let's see if I can get going. Might as well go over here and do a little advertising. That is a cool looking logo, y'all. I don't care if you work for them or not. That's a neat logo. We got about shoot, it must have been 200 hats in today, and I think I don't have a website, so I'm gonna rig up a way on Facebook, their Facebook page. Of course, I'm helping run that too. Got a lot of folks on vacation, and with Independence Day on us, I'm not really rolling out some live videos and things yet, but probably be out and about talking to some farmers and those that have fed Lone Star for a while, and don't really care as much about the feed story, to be honest. I just want to find about the family story, right? And all these different cattle operations and equine and swine and all that all over East Texas. There's a lot of cool history and stories out there from these 2nd and 3rd small operations, generation operations, and I'm gonna go find out about them, I hope. So maybe share some of those with y'all. Let's see who all's on. I said I'd start, and I got squirreled again. Hey Alicia, how are you? What's going on, Ray? How are you? There's old Ron Collier in Fairmount, Texas. There's one of our top fans, Kathy Reed. Been missing you. I saw Facebook enacted that here while, I guess it's been 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I guess you that interact on a pretty regular basis and share the post and comment, and y'all get a little top fan badge. I don't know if that comes with a Snickers bar or I don't know, but you get a little old thing, whatever it is. Before I keep going on roll call, I wasn't gonna get into this, but I've been stuck in Facebook jail for about since Saturday. Kind of like being trapped in something. I don't know if y'all been. I've been in it before for various reasons. Many pages as I'm admin in the past and sharing and stuff like that. And some bonehead will get offended and decide that they want to report you. Hadn't figured out this one yet though. Saw the post and they yanked it and whatever. I didn't say anything wrong. I was just celebrating this new job change. But I guess they got marked for hate speech or something. So I had to go sit in the corner for 3 or 4 days. I laughed more than anything. But that's all right. I imagine them old boys getting out of the penitentiary after being in there 20 years or logging on to MySpace trying to figure out where everybody went. Probably the same thing will happen in 4 or 5 years. And next round comes out and whatever happened to that old Facebook thing? Everybody was on. Time marches on. Got to play by the rules, I guess. I didn't know I broke any, but anyway. Said I wasn't going to get on that, but I did, didn't I? There's Miss Donnie. Yeah, that's a big old watermelon. Jamie's checking in. Kathy's another top fan there. And happy Independence Day to you too, man. There's Mike. That's a big old watermelon. That was one of about 6 that are ready to pull, but we'll let them marinate a little more. Hope California's good to you on the Independence Day celebration there, Mike. Margaret's checking in. I am enjoying the new job. A lot to learn. I know the gardening side of it and very, very basic knowledge on the cattle end, but I'm getting trial by fire. I like the old boy that's training me. He's been over the warehouse and feed mill area for 40-something years. And he knows that stuff backward and forward. And on my family side, got a lot of big cattlemen in it. Been around it, so now I'm understanding it a little bit more. But he's throwing me right in the thick of it, and that's the only way to learn. You can look at a book all day long, but you got to get out there and get your hands dirty and sweat a little bit and figure out why this one's better than that one, right? Nothing beats experience, so maybe I can get some in quicker than I need to. We'll see. Good thing is I'm a good listener, and I sure don't know it all, so there's a lot of wealth walking in there of knowledge anyway, and buying that feed, so I'll ask a ton of questions and listen. I think that's what God intended, right? One mouth, 2 ears, use it in that proportion. So I'll get all my hollering and talking out here, right? There's Brandon. I think you're up in Colorado, bro. How are you? Brandon's checking in from Beckville. Getting to watch my new great-grandson for a while now. Well, that's going to be a precious memory. Make it count. It's good stuff. There's Misty up in Texarkana. Good evening to you. Roy is checking in from Houston. Well, I've missed y'all too. Just get in here and get so busy shelling peas and putting up pickles. And whew, that cannon's something else, y'all. I'm enjoying it, but boy, it's work. It don't stop. Debbie, well, thank you. I don't know if I want to get that close to that old critter. He's done got too climatized to people. So it's time for survival of the fittest. I'm the apex predator here, so I'm going to have to play that card tonight, I'm praying. There's Vicky talking about me at supper. I hope it was good. You didn't even call me for supper. I don't know where you're at. Might be a while to get there. Yeah, no, it won't take me away. It's just a redirect. I'll be having more stories and stuff, I'm sure, as we go forward. Met a gentleman the other day. Pretty cool. Older man, getting to learn the customers, obviously, and I believe I could call his name. I'm not going to do it. But he asked me, I told him I just moved back last year, and asked me, I said, well, I was from here, and you want to know where I lived? And I knew by his age he'd know it. I said, well, the old Alders place there on Woden Road. And he said, Joe Alders? I said, yeah, that was my granddad. Never met him. And he shared with me some pretty cool stories about Pawpaw Joe and hunting and all that. So kind of neat to connect with folks that knew folks, right? Don't get that in Houston, just saying. There's Carla, how are you? And Jay's checking in. Thank you, sir. And there's Ron. Lenora, Texas, hellos to John Pop Fields. There's Pat, how are you, man? Pat, another top fan there. Killed the bobcat. Donna saying hello. Sun is dying to try black diamonds. Wouldn't be the best time to get them. Well, it depends on when they planted them. Now, I planted mine a little bit, probably a week before the last frost. Had to cover my plants up with feed sacks to keep them from frosting. So last frost this year was about March 29th. I'd have to go look at my log, but I believe I planted them about March 14th. A lot of folks start them in greenhouses, so they all should be, you should be able to find some. Anybody that grew them probably has them making right now. I've got about 6 out there ready to pull, but should be able to find them, Donna. Melinda's from Oregon, especially down south, because that growing season is going to be another 2 or 3 weeks earlier than here. So I imagine look on Facebook Market or something in your area, you'll probably find some black diamonds. Viola's saying happy 4th. And Alicia's happy about the bunny rabbits, and so is Melinda. I'm not house training them things, I'm sorry. They're cute and all, and they probably really don't have a purpose here other than just living and eating, but not doing the house thing. Sorry, just got my lines. I'm crossing the line with the chicken incubator in there, but as soon as they're good to go, they're going to the coop. So there's Teresa, how are you? Patricia, and man, it's running long. I'm sorry, y'all. Candace is from Texas. Good to see you. Carolyn Fuller, I'm here. Won't be by myself for Independence Day. No, you won't. No, we're never alone necessarily. At least you'll get to watch what you want to on TV, right? Well, hopefully you can find a friend or two around there and eat some watermelon with them, or a hot dog, or go to a parade. That's what you ought to do, Carolyn. Find you a parade in town and go hang out with some community folks and neighbors. You never know how your day might turn out. How about that? There's Brenda in Arkansas. George is checking in, and there's Jerry Don Collins. All right, I think I got everybody called off. All right, we got peas to shell, and I'm actually finally got enough jalapenos and habaneros and serranos and all that stuff to make my corn relish that I've been waiting on tomatoes and all to make enough to where I'd have it. So bell peppers and all that. So I might be cooking later this evening, canning corn relish. We'll see how that turns out. All right, y'all have a good evening. Be the light. If you're in Nacogdoches, come see me downtown. I'm usually there through the week. Love to shake your hand, say howdy, and maybe you can tell me your story. Right? Be the light. Y'all take a smile and make somebody else do the same.